So here's the Pegasus Pro 600 RGB from LightmaXX. A laser I've been fixated on for ages. I've just been fixated on buying and owning this laser. It was the one I needed to have. I'm not going to say it's the best one, but it's one that I saw, wasn't really willing to spend how much it was costing at the time. But once the price had dropped, had to have it. Simple as that. I've been looking for a laser for some time now. I think over a year. Somehow, somewhere, can't remember, I just got fixed on this one. Can't remember where I saw it, or maybe it was a review I read on it, but this was the one I needed to buy. It was a bit too much, a bit more than I was expecting to pay for a laser. So I used to go online every now and then just to see if there were any deals. January sales, Black Friday deals, maybe summer sales. Looking on online auctions, find out if there was a used one going or X demo. Nothing. Browsing again, one day I saw this on sale, brand new in a shop with 27% off. I think the normal price, brand new, was around $370, $380. 27% off. I thought something's wrong here. They've brought out a new model. So I've done a bit more research on that day, immediately had to find out why it was so cheap. Nothing, they hadn't brought out anything newer that superseded this model, so bang, had to do it. Couldn't be more happier. I brought the laser because I wanted to make my light shows a bit more interesting. I'm very lazy. I don't use DMX. A lot of my lights, to be honest, I use the auto programs. Some of them are very good. The DMX I could be using and make my light shows a lot more interesting and be a lot more constructive with it, but I'm a beginner, I'm still learning, and being lazy doesn't help. I thought I could add something different, introduce the laser sometime in the night, drop some fog or haze into the room, switch the laser on. The effect really does add something to the light shows. This laser emits a very bright image. There are so many objects, there are so many shapes, there are so many images, there are so many patterns, there are so many effects, and all of these come in a variety of shapes. There's dogs, there's eagles, there's geese, there's elephants, there's cars, there's the sun shape, there's pole dancers, there's dancing figures, there's jellyfish, there's seahorses, lines that are curved, shaped, they're floating, they're like pieces of string, there's apples, there's flowers on a stem with leaves. Far too many to mention. They do a variety of things. They either float, they like go off to a vanishing point, so they start large and then they go very small. Some of them start off very small and it's like you zoom in on them and they get very, very big and they just disappear. So many different effects. What better way for me to show you what this laser can do than for me to show you a little clip from a gig I done. This was the first time I used the laser. I do not know the full extent of what this laser can really deliver and how it can ultimately perform. But I did have a little play around with it prior to using it, and I think this is good enough. I just left it on auto on one of the effect patterns and just let it run for some time, drop some fog into the room, and that was it. Just like my fog machine, I wasn't prepared to spend bucket loads on one. So all I have is the Chalvet DJ Hurricane 1200. This was capable of filling the Grand Ballroom completely with fog, allowing me to get the very best performance from my laser. In the menu there's a cartoony type of show that has a lot of figures, animations, and there's also a graphic show that has a lot of shapes and patterns that spin and twist and float, etc. There's also a countdown, very large numbers. In the menu you can increase the output image size if you've got a very large room, or you can make it smaller if you have a small room. You can also slow down the speed of your shows. You can also speed the shows up if you want to. There's tons to play with. But what better way for me to show you what some of these look like, or what this laser can do, other than me to show you a little clip.